Very good afternoon. Today our meeting, our class today, we're going to discuss about the capital budgeting technique. But before we start, I just want to recap a few things. Number one, as we discussed in the previous topic, in the topic 7, about the cost of capital. So, the three items, bond, preferred share, and common share, is the external source of capital, meaning that we have to pay some cost to get the capital, except the retained earning. And for the company, capital is one of the biggest issue. Okay, all the time, company facing what we call limited capital budget. Okay, limited capital budget. There are so many things, there are so many projects the company wanted to do, but the problem is budget. The problem is the capital. Okay, the problem is the capital, and company must think how to manage well their capital. Okay, because when when company want to generate out resources outside capital, they must pay some cost. So the management must think how to manage their capital well. So when the company have so many things to do, so many projects to do, they have to select, become selective. They have to choose the best one. So how to choose the best project? Okay, this how to choose the best project is the question we will discuss in this topic. In this topic, there are several guide. There are several techniques used to select the best project. Okay, this topic, technique in capital budgeting, we will learn one by one technique or strategy to select the best project. Because of what? Because we have to choose the best one to suit or to tally with our capital constraint. Okay, capital constraint. Okay, that is the premise of our discussion for today. Setakat itu boleh ikut saya. Saya ulang. Syarikat mempunyai modal yang terhad. Okay, syarikat mempunyai modal yang terhad. So, syarikat perlu memilih projek-projek ataupun perkara-perkara yang hendak dilakukan. Okay. Walaupun dia ada banyak projek, syarikat tak boleh buat semua projek kerana kita ada modal yang terhad. Okay, itu perbincangan kita. Kerana modal yang terhad. Kerana untuk mendapatkan modal dari sumber luaran, external sources, syarikat perlu membayar kos tertentu sebagaimana yang kita dah bincang dalam topik yang kena. Oleh yang demikian, syarikat perlu memilih projek-projek yang bersesuaian, yang suit, yang tally dengan keupayaan modal yang mereka ada. So, topik ini kita akan membincangkan kaedah ataupun teknik untuk memilih projek yang bersesuaian dengan keupayaan syarikat. Itu kita punya isu perbincangan kita dalam topik yang ketujuh. So, any question? Ada soalan? Setakat tu boleh ikut saya? Boleh ikut saya? Amin, okey Amin? Okey. Ingat kita punya isu, we have limited capital sources, okay, limited capital sources, and we have so many projects. We have to be selective, a bit selective. We want to choose the best project to suit with our capital ability. That is the issue. Okay, here we will learn uh, several techniques how to choose the best project, how to choose the best project that can match with our limited capital, okay, with capital constraint. Okay, we start, kalau tak ada soalan, kita sambung ini. Okay, that is the premise of our discussion. Okay, we're going to learn one by one payback period and discounted payback period for today's discussion, because we want to stop a bit earlier to give chance to answer the quiz after this. Okay, we will stop before 3:30. All right, today we're going to discuss payback period and discounted payback period. Later on, next week, we're going to discuss NPV, PI, and also IRR. Okay, and then the last one is the comparison between NPV and IRR. So, okay, capital budget is one of the toughest or one of the critical parts of financial manager. Okay, decision-making process with respect to the investment in fixed asset. Okay. In fixed asset mean long-term asset. For example, katakan let's say syarikat kita, okay, we are construction company, kita adalah syarikat construction dan kita sedang bid untuk project to build highway from Kuching to KK, to Kota Kinabalu, for example. So to build a highway from KK, from Kuching to the KK will take about 5 years, about 10 years to complete the highway. So, apa ciri-ciri? What is the detail of the project? Project ini is the project jangka panjang, long-term project. It will use a big portion of the capital, okay, big investment. Satu pelaburan yang besar, satu pelaburan yang jangka panjang, dan kita mesti menentukan, the company must determine that project ini will have return on investment. Mesti ada pulangan ke atas pelaburan. Okay? Mesti bersesuai, pulangan atas pelaburan ROI tersebut mesti memenuhi kehendak pemegang saham. Okay? Supaya kita dapat memenuhi dua objektif penubuhan syarikat, iaitu number one, to make suitable or to maximize the profits, and the number two is to maximize the shareholders requirement, shareholders need, okay, shareholders wealth. So balik pada balik kepada projek berkenaan, projek ini, projek pembinaan lebuh raya, for example, take about 5 years to 10 years to complete, and big investment involved. Okay, big investment involved. So company must ensure that this investment will have a good ROI, return on investment. This topic we're going to discuss how to select, how to make the decision, how to select the best project, okay, or suitable project that match with our capital ability. So, tak apa, ini contohnya. Alright. So how we decide? This is the big question mark here. How we decide? If a capital investment project should be accept or reject. Okay, so we must do some evaluation on the project. Okay, number one, we will take into consideration all the cash flow. Okay, all the cash flow here, and also the time value of money, because this project is the long-term project. Okay, long-term project. So pelaburan, any investment must take part of the time value of money. Number three is if is the project can match or can give a good return. So if the expected return higher than the required rate of return, yes, of course, we accept this project. Okay, before that, there are two types of project. There are two categories of the project. Number one, independent project. What is the independent project? Our company only have one project. That is what we call the independent project. Only one project. Okay, only one project. So all the capital focus to that one project. Only one project. That what we call the independent project. Number two is the mutually exclusive project. What is the mutually exclusive? Our company have more than one project. Okay, more than one project, two project, three project. The project compete each other, but uh, our company only can choose one project. Okay, mutually exclusive project. We have more project, more than one project, but pada akhirnya, at last, our company only can choose only one project. Okay, only one project. Because macam kita bincangkan tadi, as we discussed, the company face capital constraint. Walaupun ada banyak project ini saling compete each other. Okay, katakan tadi kita ada projek lebuh raya di Sarawak, kita juga ada projek kita juga dapat tender untuk projek lebuh raya di Kedah, kita juga dapat tender projek lebuh raya di Kelantan. 3 projek lebuh raya yang memerlukan kos yang mahal, kos yang banyak, ambil masa yang panjang. Syarikat kita ada kekurangan daripada segi modal. So, kita tak boleh nak ambil ketiga-tiganya. Kita cuma akan pilih satu saja. That is what we call the mutually exclusive project. Alright. As we discussed before, we're going to see payback period and discounted payback period today. The rest we will touch in the next week. Okay, are you ready, guys? Dah ready? Alright. Senang saja. Payback period. Payback, apa maksud payback period? Ataupun atau senang sini adalah Allah merah pula. Duration. How long needed to recover our startup capital ataupun investment, startup investment. Okay. Berapa lama masa yang kita ambil untuk kita dapatkan balik modal pelaburan kita? Okay, katakan tadi kita ada lebuh raya, kita kena letakkan modal untuk buat lebuh raya tersebut 10 juta ataupun 10 bilion. Okay, berapa lama kita perlu kutip tol, okay, untuk dapatkan balik modal pelaburan. Bukan untung ya, bukan untung. We are not talking about the profit. We now talking about the investment. Okay? Initial investment. Pelaburan permulaan. So, what is the payback period? Payback period is the time or number of years needed to recover the initial capital. Dipanggil initial cash outlay ataupun initial capital. Kebaikan menggunakan kaedah ini, number one is easy to calculate, easy to determine how long, how many years needed to recover back, to get back the initial investment. Number two, easy to understand. Kita akan test kejap lagi, you understand or not how to calculate. I will test it after this. And this period also use cash flow rather than accounting profit. Kelemahannya, disadvantage of this project, number one, did not take into consideration the time value of money. Okay, we only use cash flow, no involvement of time value of money here. So that's why easy to calculate. And also does not consider cash flow after the payback period. Okay, even though there are many cash flow after the payback period, we did not take. We does not consider the cash flow after the payback period years. Okay, saya nak test saja tengok senang ataupun payah. The question is, okay, now mutually exclusive project. We have project A and we have project B, mutually exclusive. We only can choose one. Okay, we can choose only one. Okay, sekarang cuba kira projek mana kita boleh dapat lebih awal. Okay, projek mana kita boleh dapat initial investment lebih awal. Okay, here, when we're talking about the cash flow, there are two types of cash flow. Cash in flow and cash outflow. Faham kan tu kan? Akan ada aliran tunai masuk, aliran tunai keluar. Here is the aliran tunai keluar or our investment. Okay, kita kena keluarkan modal dululah sebelum we start the project. Okay, this is cash out. Okay, cash outflow. Dalam in the bracket is the cash outflow, and the rest is the cash inflow. Okay, the rest is the cash inflow after the project complete, and then we can generate the cash inflow. Alright, sekarang kira project mana kita boleh dapat lebih cepat. Because our company set the guideline given here, the 3 years payback period, meaning that the project can give early, okay, early initial investment. We select that project. Okay, project mana sekarang? Open to the floor. Okay, satu jawapan lagi. Thank you, Deborah, Sarah, Amin. Amira. Okay, thank you. Okay. Kita katakan majority lah, consensus. We select project B. Okay. Okay, my next question. How many years take to recover the initial investment for project B? Berapa lama masa yang diambil untuk mendapatkan balik penuh, full 1,000 ringgit here. How many time? How many years to recover 1,000 initial investment here? Anyone? Exactly 3 years. Exactly 3 years. 2 years and half, all right? So what is the meaning of half? Less than 3 years, right? Okay. So 2.04 years. Okay, good try, Najibah. Naden, 2 years. Right. Here, the guide 2.3 years. Thank you, right? If here the guideline, okay, if you can see in the slide now, here is the guideline. The guideline given is 3 years. So if the project can recover the initial investment less than 3 years, we accept. More than 3 years, we reject. Got it? Got it? Okay. Let's go to the next slide. Here, project A first. 500, the initial investment. This is the cash outflow. So 150 for the first and second and third years. So the total here is 450. Okay, balance. Okay, balance. Baru 450 kan, 450. Our initial investment is 500. So the balance is 50. So 50 dibahagikan over 150 in year 4 here. So equal to, ini bersamaan dengan berapa ni? Ini 3 tahun, 1, 2, 3 and plus, ini berapa tahun? 50 bagi 150 dapat berapa? Itu dapat berapa? Okey. 0.33 kan? 0.33. So 1, 2, 3 plus 0.33. Okay. 3.33. Okay. Project B, 1,000 initial investment. Okay, 1,000 initial investment. Cash flow 350, 450, 800. So the balance is 200 here. 200. So sini bahagi dengan 500. So kita dapat berapa tahun lepas itu? Okay. So year 1, year 2, and then plus the remaining balance. So you akan dapat itulah. So this is the result. Project A, 3.33 years. Okay, project A, 3.33 years. So project B, 2.4 years. So we select project B. Okay, kerana project B adalah lebih cepat atau rendah daripada 3 years. Okay, as set by the company. Okay, we reject project B because here we reject project B because project B more than 3 years. Okay, more than 3 years. Itu yang saya cakap tadi, mudah saja kan pengiraan dan pemahaman untuk payback period. Okay. Okay, if both of the project below than 2, Okay, we select the best one. We select the earlier one. Okay, we select yang paling cepat because the objective of this project, this payback period method is to how fast we can recover the initial investment. Okay, boleh Amin? Let's say dua-dua projek tadi adalah less than 3 years. Good. Question. Okay. If the two project, both of them less than 3 years, yang mana kita nak pilih? Kita pilih yang paling cepat. Because in the investment, the earlier we can recover the initial investment is good for us, good for the company, because we can use the capital for the another project. Because dia juga adalah tally dengan prinsip the time value of money. Apa itu philosophy of the time value of money? Okay, the money received earlier is better than the money received tomorrow. Okay, that's why projek yang kalau dua-dua projek lebih cepat, dua-dua projek adalah kurang daripada 3 tahun, kita pilih yang paling awal. Reason dia saya dah beritahu tadi. Number one, tally with the principle of time value of money, and the capital we can reinvest to the another project. Okay. Okay, we try this question exercise. Okay. Projek yang mana? Sekali imbas you tengok, you dah boleh decide which project is early recover. So what is the answer for what is the year needed to recover the initial investment for project A, and what is the year needed for the project B? Okay, project A, berapa tahun diperlukan untuk dapat balik modal awalan? Okay, here is 3.2 years. Okay, bagus. Kalau ini 3 point, sini berapa? 2.5 years. Alright, bagus. Okay, semua bagus. That's why kebaikan, one of the advantage of this payback period is the easy to calculate. The another one, normally, let's say katakan kita adalah syarikat yang lebih kecil daripada construction company just now. Okay, we are the small company and we involve or we enter in so many tender, so many project. Kita dapat ataupun kita masuk dalam banyak projek. Okay, sebab kita punya eager atau kita punya excited tu, kita masuk dalam banyak projek dan kita dapat offer banyak projek, 10 projek, 15 projek. Syarikat kita syarikat terkenal pula, dapat banyak projek, banyak offer, 10, 15, 20 projek. So normally kita akan gunakan payback period method ini as a first filter. Okay, biasanya kita akan gunakan payback period atau syarikat-syarikat akan menggunakan payback period ini sebagai first filter lah, sebagai first round filter. Okay, sebagai kita cakap kita nak buat shortlist. Okay, kita pilih yang terbaik saja. So biasanya kita menggunakan filter payback period ni lah. Kita akan pilih daripada 10-15 projek yang kita dapat offer tu, kita pilih the best 5 contohnya. Lagi 10, lagi 15 tu kita buang. Okay, ini sebagai filter yang pertama. Okay, sebagai filter yang pertama untuk kita pilih 5 projek yang terbaik. Okay, apa dia? That's why sebab kenapa kita guna payback period, sebab dia mudah untuk dikira. Okay. Kalau kita nak buat analisis 15-20 projek tu, kita paksa pecah kepala lah. Okay. Sebagai langkah cepat. Sebab dalam financial decision making ini, pembuatan keputusan yang tepat, yang pantas itu akan menyebabkan syarikat kita boleh maju ke depan lah. Okay. 15 projek, 20 projek kita dapat. Kita filter 5 yang terbaik. Okay, 15 tu kita bagi kat orang lah, jangan pulun semua. Okay. Sebab sebagai perbincangan, kita ada constraint of the capital. Okay. Tak perlu tamak sangat. Kita pilih 5 yang terbaik. 5 yang terbaik tu kita pilih the best one. Using the another technique. Right. Okay, bagus. Semua bagus. So, one of the drawback of the payback period ini, salah satu kelemahan adalah payback period ni dia, apa tadi yang kita discuss tadi? You tengok tadi Okay. Apa kelemahan dia tadi? Kelemahan dia tadi, dia tidak mengambil kira nilai masa wang. And the second one, does not consider the cash flow after the payback period time. Okay, payback period method tu, after the 3 years, after the 2.5 years, kita dah does not take the cash flow after the payback period method. Ini terbukti tadi macam kita kira ni tadi kan. Kita kira ni tadi berapa? Let's say 3 years. Okay, for the project A, 3.2 years. Okay, here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3.2 years sampai sini. Project B, 2.5 years. Here. Selepas daripada itu, ini 3 years, 2.5. Okay, selepas daripada itu kita dah tak mengambil kira cash flow di sini. Kita juga dah ignore this cash flow. Sebenarnya cash flow ini juga dia memberi manfaat kepada kita, tapi kita just to focus which one is earlier. Okay, which one is earlier. So we select based on the how fast, how early we can collect the initial investment. That is because saya tak salahkan apa, sebab this is the focus of the payback period method. Ini kelemahan dia lah, dia tak ignore the cash flow after the payback period. Okay. Nombor tu, dia tak mengambil kira nilai masa wang. Okay. Sebenarnya duit cash flow yang masuk lebih awal itu adalah lebih bernilai. Okay. Dia tak ignore the time value of money. Sepatutnya kita mengambil kira nilai masa wang di sini. Okay, how to overcome the problem? Okay, how to overcome the disadvantage? Okay, kita come out with the discounted payback period. Discounted payback period similar, okay, same to the payback period just now, except it use discounted free cash flow. Okay, dia mengambil maklum nilai masa wang. Okay, berbanding dengan traditional payback period just now, does not take into consideration of the time value of money. Okay, now we incorporate with the time value of money. So discounted payback period defined as the number of years needed. Okay, the focus still how many years needed to recover the initial outlay. Okay. So sikit ya, 5 minit. 5 minit, 3.5 lah. 3.10. Okay, this is the initial outlay. Okay, initial outlay. Ini tak perlu kira. Okay, year 1, 250. Let's say here, required rate of return is 14%. Okay, required rate of return is 14%. So, ini formula apa ni? Ini formula apa? Siapa masih ingat? Dia ada dua ya, sama ada dia present value ataupun future value. Okey, siapa masih ingat ini formula apa? Future value atau present value? Okey. Ha? Serius lah. Muizzah pun sama. Future value. Future value kan? Lepas tu? Alright. Okey. Sebab kita nak tarik semua ke depan. Okay, kita nak tarik semua balik ke year 1. Okay, kita nak tarik semua balik ke year 1. Okay. 251 plus 014 kali rate of return in power of 1 for the year 1, power of 1. So here kita soalan jawapan ni adalah sini 219. Okay. So 500 tolak 219 balance sama macam tadi 280. Okay, simpan 280 here. And 250 year 2 in power of 2, required rate of return 0.14. So here the answer 1923237. Okay. So 280 tolak answer here. The remaining balance here is 88.33. Okay, simpan sini. So 251 plus required rate of return 14% year 3 in power of 3. Okay, 3 tahun. So the answer is 168.74. So here bahagilah 8833 bagi 168.74. So kita dapat sini 0.52 tahun. So 14% is required rate of return. So discounted payback period 2.52 years. Accept let's say 3 years. Okay, let's say the company set 3 years. Except if the payback discounted payback period less than maximum years set by the company. We reject if the discounted payback period more than or beyond than payback period set by the company. That's it. Itu saja. Okay. Okay, itu saja. Kita berhenti di sini. We stop here. Okay, we stop here. Stop.